Hi, how are you? Happy Sunday night and welcome back. I believe we're now at vlog 73. Oh my god, I can't believe we're doing so many of them, it's brilliant. And I've really enjoyed the last two vlogs where we've been talking in particular about the standards that you set for yourself, both physically, emotionally, mentally, the conversation that you have with yourself to make sure that you are showing up the same in small tasks as you are in large tasks. And I wanted to kind of delve into that a wee bit deeper over the next few days because there's a whole Pandora's box underneath everything that we've just touched on there, and it covers such interesting topics as mindfulness, like law of attraction, I suppose, as well, when you're sort of visualising this life that you want to have. And also there's the more practical methods of just general productivity, just making sure that you're planning your day properly, making sure that you're prepared for whatever comes up, making sure that these random extra tasks that you do have to do are not eaten into your productivity time. And the general aim of it is that nothing in your life is insignificant. So even if it's a case of, you know, it's a Sunday and you're wanting to take an afternoon nap and that's some time away from what you're doing, that's absolutely fine. It's not about everything you do has to always be productive. It's about making sure that all of these different parts of your life come together to give you the life that you want to live, but also that you're living the right life for you. So let me explain that a bit more. If you're wanting to run a super successful business, or if you're wanting to pursue your dream of being a skydiving instructor, right? You can't do that part-time. You can't just want to be living your dream life 5 hours a day. That doesn't mean you've got to be working 24 hours a day. And I think this is where a lot of people get confused about entrepreneurship and hustle and everything like that. It's not sitting at your laptop from the minute you open your eyes to the minute you close your eyes. It's about the person you are from the minute you open your eyes to the minute you close your eyes. It's as if you've just got to always be that person who's worthy of living that life that you dream of having. And that's it. That's all you need to do. And when you get into this new life where there's a series of sort of breakthroughs and breakdowns, because what happens is where you are is here and where you want to be is here. It's not a straight line. I wish it was. It's like this. It's like the wildest roller coaster you've ever been on, and there'll be times where you feel as if you can't even get past this one part. Like, have you ever had the feeling where you go into a situation, whether it's a meeting or it's a first day or it's something new, and you're really, really nervous about it, and then when you come out you don't understand what it was you were nervous about? That's what business is like. That's what entrepreneurship is like. It's constantly throwing yourself out of your comfort zone and being faced with situations that you're not sure if you can handle, and then actually you do learn to handle it by messing up a lot, like by messing up a seriously lot. God, I sounded like Donald Trump there, a seriously lot, messing up a lot, like a bigly lot. So by messing up a lot, that's how you learn. But when you're here and you want to be here, you can't just go into all these situations with the blind faith that, well, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to work it out. You've got something in you which says, okay, what do I need to be? Who do I need to become in order to cope with all these different situations? And this is where the standards aspect comes into it, and this is where like the self-belief and the mindfulness and the, I suppose, the law of attraction part as well. You've got to be ready for the life that you want, and there's certain ways that you can't be ready for it. For example, if you're working in an office job like I was, and your dream is to be an international property developer, which mine was, I can't just quit my job and turn around and be like, I'm an international property developer, don't know anything about it, but here I am, you know? Some people do, but I don't genuinely think you can. So you need to work out what you're going to need on the road to get there and bring all those things into your life. And some of those things you can physically bring into your life. For example, the studying that you need to do and the research you need to do, you can Google that, you can get books out the library. The people that you need to meet, you can contact them directly and everything like that. But there's some things that you need to will into your life. There's some things that you just need to believe that will be there at the right time that you're ready for them. And that's things like the right contacts, the right project, the the financial backing that you need, you know, all these things that you can build up. So when you're going blindly into step one of this journey that you're on, and you're getting yourself mentally ready for step one, don't get yourself mentally ready for step one. Get yourself mentally ready for the end. Act as if you're already here. And that doesn't mean booking the first flight anywhere and turning up in the middle of a new country and going, right, I'm a property developer. Although, to be fair, I've done that as well. But, you know, it's not about that. It's about you feeling as if you're already here. And by your actions and your thoughts and the way that you present yourself and the way that you're acting, you will get here. And you'll have to do all these steps in the meantime, and you'll lose confidence and you'll lose faith, and you'll get to a certain point midway where you're like, I don't believe I can do this, and you'll come up against all these roadblocks which try and throw you off course. Of course you will, that's the road of entrepreneurship. But it's much easier, I guarantee, than setting yourself the target of just getting used to stage one. And then when you get used to stage one, it's like, oh my God, now I need to get used to stage two, and I need to do this and I need to do that. So this is where affirmations and visualization and goal setting come in. Because when you wake up in the morning, and I have been here, when you wake up in the morning and you're going to a job that you don't like, but you have in the back of your head that the goal that you're chasing is to be in a life that you love, but you're living a life that you hate. If you wake up every day as if you're still in that life you hate, and you hate it and it's all negative and everything, you're not leaving any room for this new dream to come into your life, because you're so preoccupied with focusing on how much you don't like this part that you can't get used to loving this part. So this doesn't mean you jump out of bed in the morning and go online and instantly order £15,000 worth of concrete for a property development that you don't have yet, right? But what it means is you jump out of your bed in the morning as if you're living this dream life. And what would you do if you were living this dream life, right? So think about it like the perfect day exercise we did before. So your perfect day. If when you're an international property developer, your perfect day would be, okay, so I get up, check stocks and shares because I have lots of investments, I go for a run around the park, I do my goal setting, I do my visualization, blah, blah. Do that. Just do that. It doesn't have any effect on your finances or anything like that. The only effect it has is you're getting yourself ready for this new life, and that's worth its weight in gold. So affirmations are this really amazing tool, which most people think you're crazy when you say you do them, right? But if successful people like Arnold Schwarzenegger use them, and he goes from a young guy in military training camp who used to sneak out and do bodybuilding competitions to a successful international bodybuilder, the highest paid man in Hollywood, and then governor of California, and these things weren't accidents. He set out his intention and acted as if he had them and willed them into his life. And this isn't just any bodybuilder, any Hollywood star, and any governor. He was the first of his kind in each of these categories. There had never been such a high paid Hollywood star, and definitely not one with such a thick Austrian accent. Had never been, you know, well, I suppose Ronald Reagan was an actor, wasn't he? But there'd never been somebody who'd done the transition from such a successful actor into politics. So all these things he did, he was first of. So he almost didn't even really have anybody to model. He just had the self-belief and the belief that he was going to do it, and he had affirmations. And what these are is these are things that you say to yourself every single day about where you want to be and the life that you want to live. But you say them as if you're already living it, and you give thanks and be grateful for that life you're living. And this doesn't have to be to God or to whatever God you believe in, or to Allah or whatever it is, or to the universe. You just have to be grateful. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. You can be grateful for the things you have, even if you're an atheist and you believe that there is no God. When I'm grateful for the things I have, I'm grateful for the people who have allowed these things to come into my life. I'm grateful for the skills that I have and the tools that I have and the hard work ethic that I have, and the fact that I don't have any sickness or pain or anything like that that's preventing me from doing it, and the fact that I have support and all these things. So you're grateful for the things that are in your life, and be grateful for the things that are coming into your life, and then that way you'll will them in. And when you do affirmations in the morning, speak as if you're already there, and what it will do is it will just reset your brain. And instead of your brain waking up and thinking, God, we're going to that awful office job, but it's okay, it'll nearly be 5 o'clock soon, what your brain will be thinking is, what can I take from today which is going to set me up for a win when I get to here? What do I need? What experience can I gain from this? For example, if I'm in a really hostile situation with my boss, how's that preparing me then maybe for the day when I have a very, very tricky meeting to handle with my project manager? How can I learn new skills about myself? How can I learn this? How can I learn that? And when you look at every day as a training step towards the life that you want to live, you're not going to have to drag yourself out of bed in the morning. You're going to be jumping up because you're going to know that you're one day closer to your dream. And that's the only way, I think, to get through the tough times, is by believing that everything you're doing is setting you up for a win in the future. And if you just keep repeating to yourself that you are where you want to be, that you are living the life that you dreamed of, that you are doing all the things that you said that you would, that you are happy, that the people around you are healthy, that you're content, that you're all of these things, give thanks and be grateful for them, even if you don't have them. And I promise that by resetting your brain every morning and telling it that you've achieved everything you want to achieve, and you're here and you're loving it, and this is how you're going to feel, if you go into the world every day with that attitude as if you've already achieved your dream, all these good things will start happening to you. Because when you're hating your life, you put these blinkers on, and nobody can look in past these blinkers and see what it is that they can do to help you build your dream. But if you're out there and you're open about it, and you're excited and you're looking for these opportunities, they're going to literally fall into your lap every day. So work out what your affirmations are. I think they say to do between like 5 and 10. And work out what the things that you're grateful for are, and repeat them to yourself every morning. And work out what your goals are. What's your 3-month goals? What's your 6-month goals? What's your 25-year goals? You know, where do you want to be? And go through these things and reconnect with them every day. And it's amazing how quickly you will feel as if you're living the life of your dreams. And as soon as you start to feel like you're living the life of your dreams, it's only a couple more steps until you actually are. Okay, I hope that helped. We'll do some more of the practical part of this probably over the next few days, like the productivity and dividing your day up, and how to make sure you're getting the most out of even the downtime to prepare you for the busy times. But I hope that helped. Have a lovely Sunday night, and I'll speak to you during the week. Okay, good night.